Hi, beloved friends. Good evening. We're sat under the full moon, munching on biscuits, having a little glass of red wine, and we thought, something's missing. What is that? Oh yes, we wanted to thank you so much for all of your fabulous comments on our thread on Friday, I think it was. So what's been happening, Petey?
Yeah, we both put out parallel threads on Facebook about the passion being missing in our relationship. We just got married, and it's like we weren't really asking for advice. It's more like, our age and relationship sort of status. Do you recognise any similarities in what's happening here? Anaiya, in my own words, kind of like losing the desire to initiate sexual activity, and she at the same time missing the man in her life in the guise of me stepping up and taking initiative. And I'm like, what's going on? That was the basis of the threads. But there's some great advice came out, some great points.
Yeah.
Everything from hormone suggestion to, have you thought of this? Great.
Yeah. So on Saturday, or maybe even Friday, I think it was Friday, we decided to go higher up in the Pyrenees, just go away walking for 2 days, 2 nights, 3 days, 2 nights, and so just as we set sail on our walk, I stopped and I said, Petey, let's turn this into a vision quest. So we stood together at the entrance of the path, made a big old prayer, and dedicated all of our efforts and our huffing and our puffing and our, oh my God, how much longer till we reach the refuge? And we laid all this down in honour of a vision quest. And just a quick snippet what a vision quest is. So it's a kind of shamanic term, and if the tribe, the community, is having some sort of challenge, some sort of crisis, the shaman would go on a vision quest.
I couldn't say that with a glass of wine either.
So he would do something, he or she would do something, take something, drum themselves into something, who knows, and they would turn towards their power animal, become the power animal, look at the situation through different eyes, and then once the initiation has worn off, come back into their body with wisdom. And we kind of did a similar sort of thing. I'm not going to go into any detail here, but let's just say, beloved friends, very fabulous.
Yeah, I mean, this kind of stuff, it's like...
Peter, you've had about 20 biscuits.
Well, there's still 20 more. But it's like, it's not like it's a very sweet and nice vision questy thing. It's like, oh, wonderful. It's like, fan, this is the shit hitting it. And like, all kinds of things happen, all kinds of unexpected moments and...
Seriously.
Even atmospheric. We walked up and it was like almost whiteout kind of conditions. Yeah. Beautiful, absolutely stunning, but like scary. You can't see anything in more than like 15, 20 minutes. And then the longest thunder and lightning storm I've ever seen in my entire life went on for like hours. Yeah. Honking down with rain and all kinds of stuff.
And it's very interesting with that thunderstorm. It was only like 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock in the evening, but it was so interesting. The cloud came down and the words on the inside said, do not lose sight of one another. Here we are on the path. We couldn't freaking see what's ahead of us. Yeah. And Pete went off with the dog to explore an abandoned house or something, and I realised, holy shit, if he walks any further away, I'm going to lose sight of him. Okay. And the voice of the vision quest said, do not lose sight of one another. Stick together. stay within sight of one another. You will get through this. And the next day we went to see a incredible Black Madonna up high in the Pyrenees. And because we were in such a terrible place, we went down on our knees and we gave the most sincere prayer because we're in a dreadful state. And of course, in come those words, ask and ye shall receive. Flippin' heck. We totally received the next day. But if we'd have been all happy clappy, and, you know, we would never have made a prayer at that level. And of course, it cannot be answered at that level.
Yeah, so that's the real biscuits, number 23. That's the thing, like, these things aren't sent to us or to you, you know, challenges to fuck us over kind of thing. You is going, take this, you bastards. It's kind of like it's an invitation, or it gives us a choice to see it as an invitation to go deeper, past what we currently understand. And there was so much on the entire walk. You know, the parallels between walking and being in a relationship, there are just so many. You never really know.
Yeah.
You've got an idea of where things are going in relationship and on the path. You have a mental image of how it should look. But in reality, it looks some completely different way. And you have to keep an eye on where you're going. But, you know, you have to keep an eye on in the distance where you're heading, like the relationship. But you also need to look at your feet every now and then so you don't trip over something that's right under your nose. There's so much going on. And it's not to see these things as a barrier. It's more like a set of guidance, a signpost. Look this way. Where you're going is okay, but there's something more to be felt or experienced together over here. So, yeah, brilliant stuff. Brilliant. Still 23.
That's about it, really.
Well,
Love
there's plenty here.
Yeah, but, you know, really and truly, thank you so much for all your help.
What's been so great is there's been a lot of people coming out on both of the threads that don't normally say anything. People who've, you know, all kinds of extraordinary people in our lives who've come forward and online made comments and suggestions. Thank you so much, you people especially. And I just want to, as I sometimes do, throw a glove down. She doesn't know what I'm going to say now. You can see that with the gulp of the wine. But you know, we know it's very easy to give other people our advice, your advice. But when I ask, are you living that? You may know the truth, but are you living it in your daily life? That's the real, not to kind of say like, who are you to talk? It's more like, yeah, you know the truth, but can you embody that in your own relationships? And that's the challenge, to do that, just as we are, you know, the lessons we learned through these last few days. It's not enough to know with the mind how these things work. It's like, can we really embody this? How do we bring this into our lives to enrich them both? And who knows who else? So that's my still 23.
Finally, just to let you know, despite all these wonderful openings and the vision quest, you know, this morning, I don't know, we were just lying together, entwined, naked, forehead to forehead.
TMI.
And and just whew,
A-hole.
Just beautiful, beautiful connection. Beautiful connection, so healing, just so healing. Yeah, anyway,
24.
that's it.
Yeah,
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, let's do this again. You know, we put parallel threads up about a certain situation, and you know, give your pennyworth, whatever it is, nourish, buy more wine.